What's happening, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today's footage is from day 1, which was done on Monday, and day 2, which was done on Tuesday from the current week. And today, this week is when things start getting really interesting. So we have a total workload of £38,000 worth of squat volume. Working set alone, we're not including warm-ups in that. Warm-ups would take it over 40,000. On deadlifts, we have a total working set volume of 41,000, and bench press, we have a total working volume of over 25,000. So things are getting pretty damn interesting, and all in all, you know, things are getting pretty exciting with terms of total workload. I have never really came close to this amount of workload ever. You know, the most amount of squat volume I think I've ever done was about 31,000 prior to this cycle. Deadlifts was actually less than 30,000, you know, so things are definitely getting exciting. And then obviously I've added in overhead press, we're doing front squats, and we've got some other excessive work that we're doing. So yeah, things are getting pretty damn hyphy and cool with regards to total workload, but you know, it's what needs to be done, and it's completely necessary in order to kind of hit the goals that we want to be hitting at the British and continue to get better. And it just comes with the territory, you know. One of the biggest things when doing this is, you know, we need to be able to recover from it, and we need to be able to stay healthy from it. So that's one of the biggest things, is keeping healthy and recovering well from it. So far so good, you know, doing really well, mentally and physically feeling pretty damn good. Monday was the first session where I've kind of somewhat felt the accumulated fatigue. Here you're seeing the 5th and final set. So the squat sets filmed were 1, 3 and 5 out of the 5 sets. You know, a kind of first day that I've actually kind of felt the accumulated fatigue. However, you know, all in all, for the most part, everything's still feeling pretty good. Feeling a lot more mentally and physically fresh than I actually would have expected myself to be feeling, which is pretty cool as well. And I'm just doing a good job from recovering from it, feeling healthy. You know, for the first time this year, and in fact, you know, probably for the first time in probably 15 months, 18 months, I actually physically feel very healthy with regards to, you know, my joints, everything. And I made an Instagram post about this, but you know, obviously just kind of all the massage work, the osteopath I'm seeing, and also just kind of my own rehab work and own recovery work, is all paying off, and is all doing well, you know. And I'm just pleased because, you know, if you're in pain and you've got dysfunction, your body starts down regulating itself, and you know, you don't get, you can't put as much force through your joints as you would be able to, due to the kind of down regulation and things like that. So that should help as well with trying to lift heavier weights. Again, bench frequency has actually has went from 4 times to 3 times, but we've added in an overhead press day, and we have kept 4 bench movements in per week. So we have taken one of these sessions and moved, so we've taken a close grip session and we've moved into the same session as another bench session. So we're still doing 4 bench movements. It's breaking it down to 3 days, and then we are doing an overhead press day as well. On the bench itself, I would say going from 4 days to 3 days has maybe felt it, maybe make it not feel quite as sharp as normal. Strength hasn't been affected, obviously. Might not feel quite as sharp as normal, but then also that might just be because of the fatigue that I am accumulating as well. So here, this is where the cool part is. So I have joined a gym. It's called Outcast Barbell Sanctuary. It's owned by a guy called Andy Kearney, who is a world champion powerlifter. And it is awesome, you know. So I'm going to be deadlifting here, and it is just so awesome. You know, there's literally not a piece of equipment you could think of that doesn't have. He's got pretty much every single bar you could possibly think of, you know, from literally just every single bar you could think of. You know, Texas power bars, Texas squat bars, Texas deadlift bars, you know, football bars, cambered bars, bow bars. You know, the list goes on. I think this place has got like up to 20 odd bars, something like that. It's got like 4 deadlift platforms. He's got a monolift, power racks, literally everything you could think of, whether you're a powerlifter, strongman, bodybuilder. It's gone and it's awesome, really, really good, and I'm really, really, really pleased that he let me join, and it's going to be a good place for me to deadlift. So in here, I found the 4th and the 5th set. This is the 5th set you've seen here, and things are feeling pretty good in this day again. Going into it, not feeling like you would feel as if you're going into an all-out kind of 2 week out session. You've got 95%, where you have kind of tapered off the volume slightly, and you're maybe feeling pretty fresh and up for it and whatnot. But when you're in a high stress training phase, it is expected to feel the effects of that high stress. Now, I would say I'm not really feeling it as much as I thought I would have, and that's due to kind of all the kind of work I've been doing. But a lot of people tend to stress out when they're going through high stress training phases, and they don't feel very good, and maybe don't feel quite as sharp or quite as strong, and they start worrying. And it's, if you are going through that, or have been through that, or about to go through that, it's planned for and it's expected. And the advice I would give you is stop being such a princess. It doesn't really matter how you feel right now if you are preparing or peaking for a testing day or a competition. It doesn't matter what you feel like right now. If you're hitting PRs every single cycle, then that is the main thing, and that is what matters the most. So then from here we move back to close grip bench pressing, again doing this completely equipmentless, just trying to work on some wrist strength, to be honest. Because I always use wrist wraps, I feel my wrists may lack a little bit of strength. And then that is the video over, guys. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll speak to all of you next time.